This is the new lock that they're building up here at the Kentucky Lake area, pretty close to Grand Rivers, about maybe 4 or 5 miles from Grand Rivers. The new one is supposed to be, I think, longer or wider. They've been on this project now for quite some time, so it's a big project. The only reason why I'm filming this is because of my son. He's in the concrete business. And anytime you're going to do a project like this, you'll spend, ain't no telling how much money on concrete. That bar driver right there, he's going up through that hole right there on a three slalom. He's got men in the left and men in the right, if you can see them, on the very front tip to make sure that they help guide him in there like that too. This next lock over here that they're building, it's supposed to be wider and a bit longer to take on bigger loads, heavier loads. That way you can transport more stuff up and down the Kentucky, Tennessee River. These guys travel all kinds of routes whenever it comes to your waterways. Right now the Mississippi River is very, very low to the point that they had to shut down the ferry from Hickman, Kentucky, going over into New Madrid, Missouri. But a project like that right there, I don't know for sure how long that particular project has been going on, but I'm going to say it's every bit of a 3-year project. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm just guessing, because after they get through doing all that, then they got to tear all that stuff down here on the very bottom. They got to tear all that stuff back out and open it back up. They basically had to plug the hole to keep water from seeping in. That way they can do what they need to do towards pouring their pilings and everything else. It's like 3 cranes or 4 cranes. There's 4 cranes right there. Actually, there's 5. There's another crane over here that I didn't see. It's absolutely amazing in building something like this. It's almost like building a city. I mean, it's really intense. Like I said, there ain't no telling how many squares, hundreds and thousands and millions of squares of concrete that they gotta pour to make this thing secure. I guess they figure ultimately it would pay for itself. By being able to bring in wider loads, bigger loads. Now, you see that one crane right there? Looks like he's pulling up some sort of a container right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's being done by the overhead crane, while this other crane over here is shifting around doing its thing. It's remarkable in how that they can start a project like this from A to Z and get it done. So many wheels in motion, so much prep work just to be able to open up a wider, bigger canal. Looks like it's probably going to be almost twice as wide. Almost. Maybe twice as wide. Because what I'm looking at right here is probably a figment of seeing it in a different format. Because you see the people down there, they're very, very small down there walking around. They almost look like ants. So from where I'm at right here, I'm at least, I'm going to say, right at 10 stories from the water. And by the time you go way out there, you're looking at another several, probably a dozen or more football fields just to be able to get down there to where they're at, in addition to the 10-story building. It's amazing. It's incredibly amazing what they do. This was the type of industry that I was involved in towards ironwork before I fell off a 4-story building. And like I said, this is the type of industry that my son's into, towards pouring concrete. Whenever he was out in Colorado, he'd done some really, really big jobs. I don't know that it was that big that was going to require that much concrete, but he done some intense big jobs. Sure did. Once more, I'm over here by Grand Rivers, Kentucky, here at the Kentucky Dam. Letting go. Bye.